weeks. Like Pentor, most people arrested for throwing raves will only face misdemeanor charges because the laws are not strict enough. But soon, that could change. News 13's Crystal Gutierrez is in the Newsplex.
And Jessica, Bernalillo County officials are working on an ordinance that would restrict who could host these type of events. Right now, police say many of the so-called party promoters are convicted criminals, and they're hosting these events with your kids.
I think it really is putting the youth in our community at risk.
It's become all too common. Hundreds of scantily clad teens crammed into warehouses or even small studios. Police have busted several raves in the past year, finding intoxicated kids at some and arresting some partiers for selling drugs at others. And then there are the unsafe party locations.
In one case, they went in and they didn't have fire extinguishers, smoke detectors that were operational. They had doors that were chained where people couldn't exit if there were a fire.
The district attorney says typically the hosts of the raves are slapped with only fire code and occupancy violations. Right now, there is no specific laws regulating raves or who can host them.
There's really been no process.
Deputy County Manager Tom Swistak says the county is working on a new ordinance that would require the host to fill out an application to hold the rave. That includes requiring full inspections of the location and restricting who could host the party.
First of all, if you're a sex offender. Second of all, if you've been committed of any offense within the last years from the date of that application is critical, especially drug offenses.
City and county officials say they typically don't find out until after the raves are raided who the party promoters are. Some are convicted felons like Chris Myers. He's on probation for dealing drugs and also has a sex offense charge on his record from when he was 15. The city has raided 2 of his raves in the past few months. If the new ordinance passes, Myers would not only be turned down for a permit. If he did hold the event, that would be against the law.
It's illegal, and then the DA can move on prosecution from that point.
And the soon-to-be proposed ordinance would allow the city and county to know exactly where these parties are going to be held, so if they want to stop by, they can. And it would also require an on-site manager be present for the entire event. Back to you.
Okay, Crystal, the county plans to introduce the new ordinance next month. It's up to commissioners to pass it into law.